Welcome to the F1 Time Portal. Today we're sharing our POV on the 2026 Japanese Grand Prix, and I'm your host, Luigi.
I'm your other host, Rosa. So let's go. Well, today we have a couple of things to announce. We've got a very special location and two special guests with us. So, we're actually in Japan. Luigi and I, with a whole bunch of friends and acquaintances, have attended the Japanese Grand Prix in person. And with us, we have David.
Hi, Rosa. Hi, Richard. And Luigi. Great to be here. And, looking forward to another episode.
Yeah. And we also have Elise. Hello, Elise.
Hello.
Hello, Elise.
Is our youngest special guest that we've ever had, but a mad Formula One fan. Who's your favourite driver, Elise, very quickly?
Oscar Piastri.
Of course. So, yes, we'll ask Elise what she thought as a young fan of Formula One.
Let's define young.
Well,
how old are you, Elise?
12.
She's 12.
I think that's the
pretty
record.
young. Yeah, it is. It's the record.
Of all the F1 podcasts I've ever listened to, I've never heard a 12-year-old featured. So you might be the youngest in Formula One podcasting history.
Wow. Good
there
on
you. Go.
All right, well, let's get started. It's been a busy weekend.
We met Damon Hill today.
Oh, yes. I spoke to Damon Hill.
We didn't interview him.
No, we didn't interview him. But I was very fortunate to meet him and say hello and tell him that I'm a big fan of him and his dad and that we do a Formula One history podcast.
Yeah, we did our marketing on him. Yeah. So any of you out there that know drivers of the past, help us like we bombarded Damon Hill today.
Yeah, and look, it is difficult for people in the limelight to be open to fans. So we do appreciate him taking the time and listening to us. We did help him get through the congested Japan train line.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm still kind of buzzing. Like it just seems so surreal that I met him.
Yeah, someone we talked about so many times.
I know.
Yeah.
And his dad, so many years ago that we've tracked his career. It was exciting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's talk about Japan.
Let's talk about the actual race now.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So I guess what we'd do, like we always do, is just comments we have about any comments we have or observations about the practice sessions, and we'll move to qualifying and then the race itself, which we just watched today. So comments about practice?
Well, I was very excited to see a couple of things. One, Charles Leclerc, pretty much on it from P1, I thought.
Yeah,
he found the speed. It felt like they had sorted out some of their deployment issues. So that was really good to see, because I think when Ferrari start well in practice, they carry that through to the race. I think like any team, but mainly for Ferrari. Other teams seem to be able to find pace later in practice. Ferrari never.
Yeah.
Just start bad, go bad.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really good. And Hamilton wasn't really that fast, but Leclerc wasn't that far behind.
Yeah.
And the other thing that was exciting for me was to finally see the McLarens do well as well.
Yeah.
Lando had a bit of trouble, didn't he in one of them?
Time.
But Oscar was on it. And given, I know he's done practices before, but then they've had so much trouble with their battery and electrical issues, he did really well.
Yeah. But I found it interesting that this was what seems to be the case. I think Mercedes is holding back during practice and towards the end of the clock. You don't see their pace until qualifying, until the end of Q2, Q3. So, I think Leclerc was doing well, but I think they were sort of holding back and just waiting for when they're going to show their pace to a certain extent. So, but it's good to see him performing with the car.
I found Hülkenberg impressive.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
All through the practice sessions.
Actually, both Audis, weren't they both quite up there?
But Hülkenberg in particular.
Okay.
Yeah. And Red Bull, the new midfield team. and Hadjar was Max. Hadjar was with Max.
Yes.
most of the way.
Yeah.
Like this is definitely not the old Red Bull where Max was about 0.5 to 1 second ahead of his teammate. He was,
straight out of the gates. He was up there.
yeah.
He's adapted
Yeah.
well.
Now, we watched one of the practice sessions from the Senna Prost famous 1989 incident
Yes.
at that
Second
chicane.
practice session, yeah.
Yeah.
And we could just see the pickup those cars had as they hit that straight and their wings opened and they were able to, they just took off. It looked like they did it. It looked like a boost button in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
It absolutely looked like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as that wing opened in that straight, they were like zooming off.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. You don't see that on a telecast.
No, that's why seeing F1 races live is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you listening that have, I'm imagining most people listening have probably been to a race. Hopefully they're lucky enough to be in a country that has a race or not far.
Yeah.
But it's worth it once every now and then if you can afford it, you know?
I think especially with this new formula, like with these new rules and the new battery stuff and the smaller cars, I think it's totally different.
I call them slightly smaller, but yeah.
Well, I think they act smaller. They might not look smaller, but they act smaller.
Yeah. I had two extra comments to make. Aston Martins were 5 seconds off the pace. That was gulp sort of thing, you know. And Lindblad was pretty good in free practice as well.
Was.
Yeah.
Whether he had trouble I think practice 3 he didn't get out there at all, did he?
I can't recall.
He didn't. Yeah.
I think practice 3 he was good. Yeah. In particular, it must have been one of your
earlier ones. Must have been practice 2.
Yeah.
What about you, Elise? Anything?
Just that Lando got out there after his car wasn't working for the first half of practice 2.
That's true.
He missed a lot of track time.
He missed a lot of track time. He did. But a same electrical issue.
Apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Big compromise, because as we'll later find out, there's no giveaways. People listen to this podcast. We're not reviewing the race, by the way. It's giving our opinions.
That's right.
But Lando, you could see Lando was always off Piastri.
Yeah.
And it's because of what I think you said, Elise.
Yeah. Yep.
And Elise is wearing a McLaren shirt right now.
She
so,
is. She loves Oscar.
She obviously was just paying attention to Lando and nothing else. And Piastri, I imagine, right?
Piastri. She was teasing me about Leclerc quite a bit. So, didn't appreciate that, actually. But, nothing else for practice?
No, not for me.
You, David?
No.
No.
Everything went pretty well for the cars. There wasn't many offs, which was interesting to see.
Yeah.
They really know how to use those cars now.
Well, it comes to the point. It's a good point you raised, David. Them not having any offs is like these drivers to get the most out of these cars, they have to drive within themselves. And so therefore we're not seeing cars go off like we normally see. Not that we're saying we want to see them go off, but that lets you know when the cars are pushing.
Well,
didn't feel like that.
No, they're not pushing to the limits, are they? They're pushing only to the point where they're getting the best out of their deployment of their engines, which is different.
Yeah.
It's a different push.
That push might change as the year progresses, as they get more and more.
I think the drivers aren't happy with it. The drivers, when we get to qualifying, I think that's when you really see it.
Yeah. I mean, the quote Max said, I can mention it now, but his words were, and I think this applies to the whole race to him, not just to practice, but I'm not even frustrated anymore. I'm beyond that. And the words were, I'm beyond that. I don't know the English word for that, and I don't know the Dutch word for that. So I think you can fill the rest of that in with your imagination.
Yeah. And I think Piastri said Leclerc said similar things after, didn't he, Elise? What did he say?
He said, I go faster on the straights and on the corners.
What did he say? He goes, I'm really frustrated with qualifying. I put everything into it. And I put everything, I go fast around the corners and I lose all my speed on the straights.
Yeah.
So he's not, he can't just push the car like he used to. And he's a magnificent qualifier.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's a good segue into qualifying.
Okay. So I had a few comments just on Q1, Q2, Q3, but not a much. So should we go Q1 first?
Yeah.
Or do you want to just do
I
qualifying?
think let's just do qualifying.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's too hard in my brain.
Okay.
Yeah, what can I say? Again, I like it when, and I'm going to focus on Ferrari and Charles, but when Charles is on from Q1, it's a good sign. And again, I think other teams can be lower in qualifying and pull it out in Q3.
Yeah.
Ferrari does never do that. They've got to be up there and just carry that pace all the way through qualifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after Q2, I was like on cloud 9.
Yeah.
I
This is the
thought,
one.
this is it. We're going to get pole. And with their amazing starts, this is going to be a win for Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about you, Elise? Were you happy with qualifying?
I wasn't disappointed with it. Kimi seems to be getting very fast now. So
yes.
I was not surprised that he got pole.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Were you surprised that Oscar did so well?
Yeah, he's not raced this season yet, so yeah.
Yep.
I think it's good for his first race that he's actually done.
He was on it all through practice,
Yep.
and he did really well in Q3 to get that third position.
Yeah.
I was going to a couple of comments on Q1. I thought Behrman was a surprise. Perez beating Bottas, and I'm calling that out because I picked Perez to beat Bottas for the season, and everyone mocked me for that. And so I wanted to emphasize that to everyone that Perez is beating Bottas. And Alonso nearly got out qualified by Stroll, but luckily he did it. Luckily he was 0.3
What did
ahead.
you say, that there's a record there, Luigi?
I didn't check, but I think Alonso hasn't been out qualified by his teammate for quite some time.
Oh, right.
I think Stroll may have done it once or twice.
Yeah, just once in there somewhere.
Yeah,
right.
So it's obviously heavily in Alonso's favour, and I didn't want to be there to see Stroll out qualify.
Yeah, okay.
Alonso. I'm not really worried about Stroll never being on this podcast or sponsoring. I think I've got the majority
Luigi,
of people behind us.
We have said this. He's still a Formula One driver. Like, there's only 22 of them now in the world. And, we have said that throughout history. They made it to Formula One. That's a big achievement. So you can't take that away from him.
And he's still there.
He's still there. Exactly. Yeah.
But I was going to say Q2, Hadjar was ahead of Max.
Yeah.
Yes.
Max knocked out in Q2.
Yes.
That
was big, wasn't it?
Very big. It's like Max is really having a tough time.
That has not happened in a long time.
Very long time. And Lindblad beating Lawson.
Yeah.
And Hadjar and Lindblad getting through into Q3. I mean, Lindblad, I think, is a star. Hadjar, I think, is a star. And Red Bull's got both of them. So if Max walks at some point, they've got backup drivers ready to go.
Yep, they've just got to get their engine working.
Yeah. And
new engine. I mean, it's not unsurprising. They've got a new engine manufacturer this year, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. So
and I think Max is willing to sort of
forego
one season to get that engine working.
Yeah. And Hulkenberg out. We just praised him in the practice sessions. He was up there the whole time.
Yeah.
And he just got knocked out in Q2. And he's had some engine issues, apparently. He had some issues.
Okay.
Which I think impacted his race, unfortunately. But, it's real sad because that Audi was looking damn good. Bortoletto got through and Hulk. Hulk didn't get through.
No.
That was a disappointment.
And Ocon out-qualified Behrman as well, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I haven't got the stats in front of me, but yeah.
I thought that was surprising too because Behrman's been doing very well.
He did very well in Q1.
Yes.
Yeah. And Q3, any comments or any other comments about qualifying?
Just Charlie Leclerc was on. It was pretty much on it, but I think in the spoon curve he oversteered a bit, lost a bit of traction, and that killed his lap. So he may not have got pole, but he was probably definitely going to be right up there.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the only mistake that I saw him make in qualifying. Like, it was pretty impeccable. Apart from that.
Doesn't take much.
Yeah.
It's a sport of very small margins for error.
Yeah.
So.
And Antonelli getting pole, I mean, that was deserved. And Russell wouldn't be liking this because he's probably thinking this championship was his for the taking. And suddenly this driver's risen to the occasion. And it's got elements of 2025 because I think Lando walked into 2025 thinking he was going to battle Verstappen, and suddenly Piastri's like winning half of the races, and the first half of the season had a big lead, and
that's
and
right.
I'm getting feelings of that.
Yes.
So
It
we
will be
shall
very
see.
interesting how Mercedes handles that competition compared to how McLaren handled it.
Then what are they going to have, the
Which I don't-
silver rules?
Yes. I don't
Pretty
think anyone
dodgy.
was impressed with how McLaren handled it, especially
Yeah.
here in Australia.
Yeah.
I think it even got talked about in Parliament.
Oh, right.
In the UK, you mean?
In here, in Australia.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I missed that.
No,
yeah,
it
okay.
did. Yep.
Oh, very funny. So we're up to the race.
Yes.
So as you know, we're not going to go through who the qualifying, where they finished, because we're not doing a race review. We'll do that when we get to the 2026 Japanese recap episode, which will be in about 10 years' time.
10 years' time.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. So to the race. Should we go with the first third of the race? Like the start. Let's look at the start. Pretty dramatic start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an amazing start. And we were sitting, shall we tell everyone where we were sitting? We were sitting right on the first corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we could see the cars coming down the straight, go around the corner and go through the S's, the S curves.
Yeah.
So we could see them all the way through there. So they were amazing seats. Thanks to our friend Andrew, Elise's dad.
Yeah.
Who's also a regular on the podcast.
On podcast, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was an amazing start. I actually predicted Ferrari to be leading after the first corner.
Because they qualified third, fourth.
That's right.
Yeah.
But who was it, Elise?
Piastri basically just came straight off of that.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing start.
Yeah. Amazing start.
And Leclerc slotting into second.
Yes.
That Mercedes.
The Mercedes
is a
start.
difficult car to start.
Yes.
All year.
Yes, that's right. Antonelli was on pole, and he finished the first lap, or was after the first corner, was sixth.
Yeah.
He had a bad Australia. Did he get pole in Australia? No, Russell got pole, but he got pole in China.
Yes.
And he fell back too. And he didn't fall back as badly.
Not as badly as this one.
Yeah, but the first race he was train wreck.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, pretty exciting start. Clean start. We thought there'd be a bit of niggle.
Yeah. This corner was...
It was clean as anything.
Yeah, they just went through.
Yeah, they all went through single file pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit side by side, but not much.
Not much.
No aggression.
No.
I'm sure they were doing their best, but it didn't seem...
No.
A bit like practice.
Yeah.
Like considering most races, something happens on that first corner. It's like practice.
Yeah.
But it was an exciting first corner.
It was an exciting first corner.
Yeah.
Lando was back as well, wasn't he? He didn't have a great start.
Yeah.
Hamilton had a good start.
Yeah.
I think he got up to
He jumped 2
fourth.
places.
Yeah, 2 places maybe.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the field sort of settled in as you'd expect.
And let's not forget, this is Piastri's first real race. I mean, we did the sprint, which is not many laps, but this is his first real race.
That's right. Yeah.
And he's doing very well with power deployment control.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so from the start, once Antonelli was in front, he just took off and didn't seem like he just had that massive gap.
Antonelli.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
Sorry, I'm thinking after.
Yeah, you're thinking you've skipped about 20 laps.
I have.
But Piastri was pulling away from, was it Leclerc at that point? I think Piastri had opened up a bit of a gap.
Yeah,
and we were all quite surprised. And then we thought, hang on,
Yeah.
they've got the same engine as Mercedes.
Yeah, and
It's not that surprising.
and Russell was very quick to recover.
Yes.
Like it didn't didn't take him long at all to pass. Was it Norris and
Yes.
Leclerc?
Yes.
And then he started chasing Piastri down.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think I predict, and that was some exciting racing, right?
Yeah,
there,
it
'cause
was.
They caught each other. They caught him. He caught Piastri, tried to overtake, had overtaken, and then Piastri got him back on the strght.
Yeah.
It was very exciting.
What they call the yo-yo racing, but it was exciting to watch.
It was.
Yeah. And it was like, but then Russell seemed to have accepted his situation and dropped back a little bit. Maybe he wanted to get away from the dirty air, protect his
Preserve
tyres.
the tyres.
Yeah.
I don't think dirty air is much of a thing this season.
Yeah, I think they've fixed that
They
issue.
fixed that issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they're just so focused on the power deployment.
Yeah.
The dirty air is like a lesser focus for them,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Before, like, David's kind of foreshadowed something that happens, but there were quite a few battles throughout the field.
Yeah, I noticed Lindblad.
Yeah.
Lindblad was up there, and he was holding Hadjar back.
Yeah,
and they
that's
had
right.
they had quite a bit of nickel there. And remember, they're sister teams.
Yeah,
and
that's
I think
right.
Hadjar was going a bit crazy.
Yeah,
because Lindblad was moving under braking,
That's
and
right.
Lindblad even got warning. You know, what is it? The black and white flag. So yeah, it just shows that those drivers, the battles were all the way through.
all the way through. Yeah, it
I
was
quite
good to
enjoyed
see.
that.
And then we have what happened, Elise?
Crash.
Yeah, the crash.
Yes.
Behrman. And this is
Oh, no,
this
no,
is
no.
an
We
unusual
should
crash.
before we talk about the crash, I think we have to talk about a couple of pit stops happened, then the crash.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yes.
so Piastri pitted while in the
Yes,
lead because he
yes.
wanted to stop the Mercedes undercutting and wanted to sort of control the pace a bit.
Yes.
And so Russell pitted,
Yes.
then the crash.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Now we
right.
continue.
And and Leclerc pitted.
Oh, he pitted as well. So he was
Yes.
also disadvantaged.
That's
okay,
right.
yes.
That's right. And
Yeah.
then we see the crash, which was an unusual crash
Yeah.
because it was all about the harvesting of the battery, and there was a sizable reduction in speed from Colapinto in the middle of the track on the racing line, which I don't think he meant to do on purpose.
Yeah.
But Behrman was coming up behind him at normal speed.
Yeah.
And had to take evasive action, kind of went
Last
off on the outside. Wheels went into the kitty litter and he spun out and hit the barriers very hard.
At 50G.
Was it really?
50G, yeah.
Wow.
He went off the track at 308 kilometres per hour.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't.
He actually overtook Colapinto as he was going across the track.
Wow.
Yeah, so fast.
And
Yeah.
Colapinto sort of went off a bit in shock.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
It wasn't me. I didn't.
It wasn't me, not my fault.
Not my fault. But Behrman's good, all right. But he was very shaken when he got out of that
Yeah,
car.
he was limping. Yeah.
Yeah. So that brought out the safety car.
Yep.
Which was very bad timing because Russell had just pitted. And
Piastri had pitted and Leclerc had pitted.
Yeah, but Russell was just before, and even Russell said at the time, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah. But that allowed Kimi to pit. That's right, Elise. And who else? Kimi and someone else.
most of them, Hamilton,
Yeah,
took advantage
Hamilton.
of it.
Field.
Yeah.
The drivers that were like
specifically
fourth, fifth,
Kimi
and
and
sixth.
Hamilton to pit. That's right.
And this is where, I mean, Antonelli was on a recovery drive, like from sixth place from that bad start, and it just vaulted him up into first. And I'll say he was never going to win this race without that safety car.
No.
And he may have got podium, he may have got third. But this is where I've said this before. This, it's not a safety car. It's a strategy car. And I think we've just got to be honest here. When they have a safety car, they should make a rule. You're not allowed to pit. It'd stop lucky, like, okay, if you're listening to this podcast, you know Antonelli wins the race, right? Because he won, because of that safety car. Yes, he had clean air. Yes, he bolted off into the lead and won it. But he would never have had that opportunity, I think, if he was not allowed to pit. And so I still don't understand why they let everyone pit under a safety car, because it was not a reason of safety that they pitted.
No.
They pitted because of strategy.
Yes.
So just call it a strategy car or don't let them pit. But calling it a safety car is, I can't swear, but I'll say it's BS. So
what do you think of that, Elise? Is that the first time you've heard Louis say something like that about the strategy? Oh, you have heard him say that. What do you think? Do you agree with it?
Well, I mean, it's relevant.
Yeah, it is. It changed the course of the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kimi wouldn't have won if that strategy car didn't come in.
Yeah. It's good that you're starting to adopt it.
Yeah.
I mean, Piastri had the race.
Had the race.
He had the race amazingly.
In fact, I think he said on the radio, "We've got this one. We can win this," or something.
Yeah, he knew he win because he had Russell under control.
Yeah.
So that's just, I just feel like And even the headlines in some of the podcasts that I've seen have made reference to Antonelli lucky win.
Okay.
But it's not lucky.
No, it's not lucky.
But he probably went from third to first.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like a couple of other things happened. I think Leclerc ended up coming in behind Hamilton after he pitted, and there was a good battle between the two Ferraris. Right in front of us. We thought they were both going to touch. And take each other out. But that was really exciting, wheel to wheel.
That was like later in the race, wasn't it?
It was a bit later, sort of.
Just interesting. Another interesting point before the safety car ended, or the strategy car.
Yeah.
Russell was asking his Mercedes crew,
"Oh yes,
where is Antonelli going to put his foot down and take off?"
That's
real sneaky.
That's a bit sneaky, isn't it?
Can't ask those questions.
It's funny he asked.
Antonelli wouldn't know himself where he's going to take off until the moment's right.
He wanted Antonelli to tell the team to tell Russell.
Yeah,
because Russell was at that time fourth or something.
Yes.
So I guess it wasn't like Russell was going to threaten Antonelli.
Yeah,
but he could later.
He could have. Yeah.
So you're right. It's a funny ask.
Yeah. It is helpful to the team if they could pull it off, but really hard to pull off. But in the end, he got done. He was really set. I don't think he lost the spot on that first takeoff from the safety car, but he was well back.
But how was Mercedes going to pass it on without all the other drivers knowing?
Some special code,
like
that's right.
Position B, position C, like they have to pre-align on. If we're in safety car and if we're in the lead,
and
these are our positions.
It's a silly question. He was desperate at that point.
Corner 3 minus what Antonelli said while eating the scone.
What?
Do you know what I mean?
Like what David said, not even Antonelli would know when he would put his foot down. I don't think they prepare these things. It would just be when the safety car went off, how he would feel about where he is on the track. And
that's why I don't understand what George was hoping to get.
It was a silly question. Yeah.
I guess he's trying to find some advantage.
He's trying to find an edge.
His argument is, Mercedes won too.
Yeah.
You know, but really with me in the lead.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. So you know what was interesting to me? So when the race restarted, I think Antonelli can start. I think that Mercedes can start well when it's in a rolling start situation, not in a standing start situation. So he was fine and he just went on to win the race and dominate. But what I found intriguing was the battle for the best of the rest, which is basically 7th place because you've got the two Ferraris and McLarens
and Mercedes. And the McLarens.
And Max never did get past Gasly.
No, that was interesting.
He was behind him all race.
He was behind that Alpine, which you have previously called a dog of a car.
And I stand by that. While Flavio Briatore is the boss of Alpine, there will always be a dog of a car. It's just Gasly is lifting it.
Yeah.
And Max is driving an undrivable car.
Yes.
So we've got two dogs.
Yes, fighting it out.
Yeah.
But Gasly kept Max behind him, which again, unheard of in years gone by.
Yeah. Remember when they were in the same team and Max destroyed his career?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was going to say, when Russell had that clear track, he just zipped off. Not Russell, Antonelli. Yeah, he built up a lead real quick, and it was just that. And Antonelli said later because they started on mediums and they went to hards, and he said that car was lovely on hards.
Yeah, okay.
And he had a clear track and all that sort of stuff.
I think having the clear track ahead of him, he doesn't have to play with dicing with someone else and using boost and overtake, and he can just concentrate on getting a fast lap. So.
Yeah.
That's helpful to them. If they're in the pack, they find it hard, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think this is also the stage where Russell and Leclerc, first there was Leclerc-Hamilton battle.
Yep.
And I think Leclerc got past Hamilton quite easily in the end. He had more speed. Hamilton started
better harvesting.
He was able to use his car the best.
Yeah.
I don't know, is that what you say these days?
That's an eye roll there in case you didn't hear it in your tone.
But then there was a bit of a battle between Russell and Leclerc as well, which was very exciting. And I was very heartened to be able to see that Leclerc was able to overtake the Mercedes on the straight. And that says to me that they're learning how to use that car
that's right.
better and harvesting the the battery at the right times to be able to take advantage of it on the straight, because that wasn't happening in the first couple of races.
Yeah.
They
Of
were
course,
losing it on the straights.
Each race has its own characteristics.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
right.
can't carry it through to each
No.
race. You've got to learn it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So that was good to see. And again,
Yeah.
great battles.
The drivers don't know how much energy deployment the car in front of them or around them
No.
have. So they don't know if someone's got tons left or none left. And I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
David, you made a comment that when you're battling, you're using your deployment, and then if you run low, then suddenly you're at the mercy of the car behind. That's what
Yeah.
happened to Hamilton.
That's what
Yeah.
happened to Hamilton.
Yeah.
Russell
Yeah.
was able to catch up to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think just overpower him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once he was in front, Russell just
Yeah.
controlled it from that
Yeah.
point, didn't he?
Yeah.
For a period of time anyway.
Yeah.
Until
But
the
wasn't
Leclerc
able to
battle
get
happened.
past Leclerc.
No, he tried.
He tried a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that battle between Leclerc and Hamilton, Hamilton was really good though. We saw them
good.
nearly touching.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
awesome to see it live. Even Rosa, you grabbed my arm and
Yeah.
like, OMG.
Mhm.
I was wanting them to touch.
Oh.
Not because I'm anti-Ferrari, but it would have changed. It would have helped my tips. And and
Yeah.
it would have been exciting. It would have changed the whole dynamic of the
Yeah.
race. Because I do feel like this whole season is going to be a battle for 7th.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So we sort of going, any final thoughts, or did you have anything else, Louis?
I've got some final thoughts, but if you've got anything else
No,
to
you
say
go.
first.
You go.
On the topic of battery deployment and all that, I see it being a huge safety, well, not a safety, but a risk. Like with Colapinto going so slow, and Berman going off, I can see this happening a lot more often, where the car in front is lost all its energy. It can't go fast down the straight.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there's a 50k
Yeah.
kilometer per hour drop,
Yeah.
and the person behind just has to try and
Yeah.
avoid it.
Mm.
I can see that happening a lot more often.
Mm.
And we were lucky that Berman wasn't injured too
No,
much.
he was a
'cause
bit
that's-
shaky. Yeah.
yeah.
It was a big accident.
And people are going to be going off in places where you wouldn't normally go off. So
Yeah.
runoff areas are going to be
Different. Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
in different areas. So
Yep. Good call.
yeah.
Yeah. The only other comments I was going to make was Antonelli was told to like not bring it home, but like
Back off.
yeah, sort of like back off a little bit. And that's when he set the fastest lap towards the end of the race. So he was having a great time out there. And I think he obviously felt in his zone with that car. And he was winning the race by about 12, 13 seconds towards the end of the race.
That's right. It was huge
But
win.
I just really enjoyed watching the battle for 3rd and the battle for 5th.
Yeah.
It was really
It was
enjoyable.
good. Yeah.
So there's a lot of criticism about these new regulations, and maybe I'm on the side of those criticisms, but I have to admit it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
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 But I do want to see the drivers. The mere fact, when I think of it holistically about practice and qualifying, we saw so little drivers going off. It just made me think something wasn't right. And that's not me saying I want to see crashes, but I want to see the drivers pushing right to the edge. And I didn't feel that.
No.
But I still enjoyed watching the race.
Yeah.
So I'm really caught. I'm in two minds.
It's conflicting.
Yeah.
What about you, Elise? How did you feel after the finish?
Well, it was good. I mean, it's a race,
Yep.
but
What did
would
you
have
say?
been better if Piastri won.
Yes.
As he should have.
As he should have.
He deserved
Yeah. He did deserve it.
Do we think he's a genuine contender?
I think
Yes.
it's championship on. I think McLaren have thrown down the gauntlet to Mercedes. They've got the same power unit. They got a gun driver, maybe 2. And yeah, I think Mercedes have to be a bit worried that McLaren is now their main challenger.
And Ferrari will keep them.
And Ferrari will
they'll
keep
be
them.
pulling
Yeah.
points away from them as well. So it keeps the championship
Yep.
alive.
I think it's a good 3-way battle between 3 teams.
Yeah. And if Mercedes, well, the 2 things that are going to be causing impact is June 1, the rules change a little bit to stop Mercedes fully leveraging that compression issue with the engine cylinder thing, which David can explain in another podcast called the Engine Cylinder Podcast. But the other thing is Antonelli, because they're having a 3-week break now because of the cancellation of races in the Middle East because of the current conflict, which is, we're recording this obviously, what is it, March 26th. Mercedes have said they're going to really focus on practice starts.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's, I mean, I think you guys mentioned earlier that it's about the driver's feel of the clutch point or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something you can fix or not fix. And, you know, why is it that Ferrari have that and McLaren have that under control, but not Mercedes? Can you just fix that? Is it a practice thing, or is it something inherently a problem with their car that you can't fix?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm hoping it's the latter.
Yeah.
But I think there's going to be a few teams using this opportunity to fix some things. I think Ferrari's got a few things to fix. Aston
pretty
Martin,
big thing to fix.
Aston
top
Martin
end speed.
might have a few things to fix, Louis.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the Aston Martin's got to the end today.
Oh,
no,
one of them did.
one. Stroll retired the car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but at least they noticed him retiring.
They
this
did
time.
notice him.
The last race
retiring.
they mentioned it like 30 laps later. Oh yeah, Stroll retired on lap 2, but they didn't mention it until lap 30.
Yeah,
it was very funny.
Yeah,
The commentators, obviously it was on the board,
Yeah.
but the commentators didn't even think to mention it until 30 laps later.
Wow.
And I think the drivers have also asked the FIA to look into some of the rules around how the deployment of the battery and the engine are working and give the control back to the drivers rather than putting the limits on the engines.
Yeah.
Because I think we've gone a little bit too far in the cars being so, I don't know, locked down. Is that the word? Structured?
Yeah.
I don't know what the right word is. I'm not, but you know, I'm just saying that there has been a lot of requests by the drivers to take some of the control back and make them the difference, not the car.
Yeah.
And
But
how
I
the
think,
battery.
but they still think they are, but it's how they're deploying the power.
It's not driving. It's using.
It's
how
not.
you're
It's not on
using
the
the
edge.
car.
That's why the cars are
It's
not
not
going
about
off.
daring and intuition and
pushing to the limit.
bravery. It's about
Yeah.
oh well, if I don't push my car around this corner too hard, I'll get more power in the straight.
Yeah.
Four corners later. Yeah, you suffer it.
Yeah. Another podcast time.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're done.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elise, for your youth and wisdom. Does that make sense? No.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds like a Bible study.
This is not what is it? We're the religion of F1.
Yeah.
And thank you, David.
No problem.
And if anyone has the opportunity to come and see a race in Japan, you
Awesome.
absolutely have to do it.
Yep.
It's an iconic track. We even got on the track
Yep.
at the end of the race, and I couldn't feel happier and luckier.
Yeah, great people
today.
here, great
Yep.
culture.
And the race was just like the organisers of the race really respect the F1 fan experience.
Yeah.
I think it was really well organised, lots of room, lots of facilities.
Yep.
And it was fantastic.
Yep.
So you got to come.
Okay.
And thank you, Damon, for saying hello.
Yeah, thanks, Damon. Okay. We can end with the funny comment from David. What did you hear at the the mayhem? There's a bit of, as there always is, mayhem at the big train station and hundreds of thousands of people. What was a comment made about Damon Hill by one of the... he was trying to get onto the station.
As we're going up the steps, some of the Japanese fans were saying, "Oh, that's Damon Hill. Look, everyone, it's Damon Hill. He's the Australian champion, world champion."
We'll claim you, Damon.
Yeah. We claim you and we get your dad as well. As part of the deal. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.